Hello everybody, and welcome back to Vintage Story. Today, as always, we got a lot of work to do. Now, when we last left off, we were starting to get to work on our little house here, just a super simple cobblestone shack that we're pulling together. Of course, it is starting to rain. It is always raining in this area of the map, but at least that's good for our crops, so that's one positive about it, I guess. But what I want to do today, I wanted to get started on just sort of finishing up this basic little cobblestone building here. So what my plans are I want to head over to where we have all of the blue clay on the map. Hopefully my map doesn't glitch out. So we're going to head over to here where all this blue clay is, get a bunch of that blue clay, and bring some of that back to turn into cobblestone. I also want to get to work on a little bit of adventuring, which of course is going to require a lot of food, which we are a little bit short supply on, but if we do a big adventuring session, we can get a lot of food. We can potentially get a lot of seeds as well for our farm, so that's definitely going to be something I want to focus on, is taking care of our food situation and getting our base built up and going on a little bit of an adventure and seeing what we can find in our surrounding areas as far as materials go. So that said, we are very low on food in our inventory here. Go ahead and check our little storage here. We do have another crock pot of food fully loaded up, so maybe we go ahead and finish off our current dish of food, fill it up with another crock, or maybe we just keep this crock in our inventory, honestly. We'll definitely be making use of it. Close that up. We are extremely limited on storage right now, but when we left off last time, we finally got access to planks, which means we are also going to be able to make ourselves some storage chests, which will come in very handy for us. So I think the first project for today is let's go ahead and make some scraps and nails, and using those scraps and nails, we'll be able to put together some chests to handle a lot more storage. So as far as copper ore goes, we actually don't have enough for a full ingot. We need 20 nuggets to make an ingot, so we can't even make one ingot's worth of copper nails. We could turn this into tin bronze and make tin bronze scraps and nails, but that seems like kind of a waste to me. Hopefully that Mike didn't pick that up. There's some coyotes outside howling, so hopefully that's no longer in the recording here. But yeah, we are extremely limited on storage right now. I'm just going to have to sock away some of this stuff here, and maybe what we do is we go on a little bit of a journey in search of some copper. You know, maybe we do the journeying a little bit earlier than anticipated. I wanted to get the base and the food and all of that sorted, but it all kind of comes together into one purpose anyways. If we're going to be venturing out, we're going to be finding all that stuff, so go ahead and get most of the stuff that we don't need sorted away here. I will actually bring some of this low fertility soil for building purposes, and then I am going to bring my spears with me. That way if we come across any animals, we can do a little bit of hunting as well. But we have 4 spears in our inventory, a crock of food. It is 10 o'clock in the morning, so nice and fresh early start here. I think maybe what we do is let's just head off in the east and see what we can find as far as animals go, as far as potential food sources, seeds, all of that. Let's do a little bit of adventuring around. We got some cranberries right out of the gate here. Always nice to grab some of those. Free food. Not going to complain. Don't want to drop that. I am spotting some seeds, so our journey is off to a good start in this direction. Flax seeds, absolutely perfect. That's what we want. Fully grown flax for us right here and there. Beautiful. Very cool. So let's keep up the trend here, keep finding ourselves some seeds, maybe find some animals to hunt. We did find a nice little ruins here. Nothing immediately obvious. Oh, scratch that. Very immediately obvious. Oh, we found ourselves a beautiful complete storage vessel, an obsidian knife. Our storage is totally full, but let's go ahead and dump all this rot out. And what I'm going to do, I don't know if there are uses for human skulls and rusted knives. Unusable clutter is what it says. So I'm just going to trust that. And what we can do with the CarryOn mod... Oh, I didn't even notice that. We have an aged torch holder here. That is huge. So this cobweb is annoying. Aged torch holders, what those do is they give you a permanent source for your torch to sit in. There's 2 of them. Wow, I'm blind. I did not see those. So 2 torch holders, that is huge. All right, so we got very sidetracked very quickly here, but we have a lot of loot that we need to carry back with us because these torch holders and that pot are super awesome to find. Open this pot here and stick stuff inside of the pot, and then we'll figure out what to do, because what we can do with the CarryOn mod is actually use an open inventory slot, hold shift, shift alt, oh no, just shift, okay, shift, and then when we have an open slot like this, we can put it on our back. You can see here it is nice and on our back here. That is the CarryOn mod, so we can have extra storage that way. And then we are definitely going to grab these 2 torch holders. Very, very sweet. There's a children's toy, some shackles, but I mean, we found some amazing loot. That that free storage vessel and those torch holders is huge. So little short journey here, but we're gonna go back to the base already and just stick that stuff down because I don't want to lose any of that. Don't want to risk having to drop any of that on the ground. So let's grab these seeds up and head on back to the base really quick. Very nice. Oh wow, there's some tin ore right here. Another thing that I missed, so let's go ahead and pin that. Very beautiful tin ore for us to gather. I didn't pick up the seed. Okay. Nice, so with that taken care of, let's head back to the base. Also keep an eye out for copper, because we need more copper, that is for sure. Get some rye seeds. But wow, literally right next to the base, we had 2 aged torch holders and a free storage vessel. That is huge. So yeah, very quick little sidetrack there, but I cannot complain about it. 2 torch holders, that is crazy. Go ahead and get both of these just stuck down in here for the time being. We'll figure out where to put those at a later date, but as you can see, you just stick it in the torch holder like that, and there's no longer a 24-hour burn limit on these torches. They will burn forever without ever going out thanks to those torch holders, so super, super awesome. If you want to take the pot off, you control shift click and then shift click to put it down. We can go ahead and figure out what to do with our inventory here. Maybe we do plant some of these seeds. I'm getting really sidetracked. Yeah, I think I plant these seeds while we're here. We'll go ahead and get all of our seeds. We'll get some medium fertility soil out of storage and go update our farm here. Keep expanding our farm as we find these seeds. We're going to need all of it. We have exactly enough space for our current seeds. That's everything. Go back to the base, sort out our inventory yet again, and then go back out on our little journey here. With all of that sorting taken care of, what we can now do is take that storage vessel on our backs and have extra storage on our journey. So it does slow you down a little bit. I believe it increases your hunger consumption as well, possibly, but it is very much worth it in my opinion. Having all of that extra storage is super nice. Yeah, it definitely does slow you down a little bit. I can feel the weight of it. Maybe if you use something like a basket or something lighter. Oh, there's copper bits right here. Never found that one. Let's go ahead and just pin it. So I'm going to keep searching for seeds. And then, of course, if we find some animals to hunt, a good spawn place for animals. We do have those moose over by the ruins over there that we could also check out. Oh. There's like a dead rabbit here. Not sure if that means there's wolves or bears around here. It's potential danger. But yeah, I want to find some good food for us. Oh, there is a bear right there. I remember that bear. Let's ignore him and just continue on our eastward journey that we were initially planning on doing. Careful not to fall. Keep an eye out, of course, for onions, seeds of any variety. We want to get a nice, big, beautiful farm going as early as we can here. Food is the name of the game for us right now, as winter will be here before you know it. Alright, we did find another blue clay deposit right here. I'm not sure if I just saw an animal or if that is a bush spooking me right now. The wind is making it difficult to hear anything. I'm just going to pin this blue clay right here. And then carefully peek our heads over this ridge. Of course, in these forest biomes, we could potentially get lucky and find some bees. That would be huge if we could do that. I'm not sure if we'll get that lucky, though. If we don't find bees, bread is pretty much going to be your main food in the winter, because you can't really reliably seal up a ton of crocs if you don't have beeswax to do so. Okay, so we have some limestone here. That is actually really nice. We have a cracked ore vessel. Get some of this stuff stored away. It is getting pretty dark, so we may want to actually head back to the base now. Get a little bit of ore there. And that is pretty much all she wrote for this ruins. No bees, nothing crazy. Let's go ahead and head back to the base. Don't want to get too greedy with our adventuring while it is still dangerous for us. We're already back home. We weren't even really that far away. Just gotta make sure we keep an eye out for that bear that's lurking in these parts. Yep, we got rifts coming out. And maybe what I do is whip up maybe one of those hay beds. A lot of people have been leaving me comments about making a hay bed so I can sleep through the night. That is always an option. Sleeping in a bed does not actually set your respawn like it does in a lot of other survival games. To set your respawn, you need a temporal gear to do that, which drops from drifters, and I think maybe can be found just looting in caves. So putting a bed down basically is just a way for you to pass the time. It does not actually give you any benefit in terms of setting your spawn location, but we did find a few copper nuggets, which means we have enough copper to make up some nails for a chest. So I think maybe that's what we do before we sleep. See how much time that takes. Light that bad boy up, get it started. Super happy about those torch holders. That is going to be really useful pretty much the entire duration of the game. A nice chill evening doing a little bit of blacksmithing. I feel like my playthrough of this game is going to be a lot of just getting distracted and sidetracked. You know, we wanted to go on an adventure, we found a cool free storage vessel and those extra torch holders, and then we went to go find more food. It became night, so we had to run back. A lot of back and forth is sort of how I end up playing this game. But, yeah, we did find a ton more seeds, which is absolutely awesome. So we can do tanning with our barrels here, which just requires some planks. We found limestone, which means we can fill a barrel with lime water to get soaked hides, I believe, or scraped hides, something like that. And then after that, we can use weak tannin and then strong tannin to finish the leather making process. And that'll give us options as far as clothing and armor, as well as better backpacks, which will give us a lot more storage. So killing more moose and animals like that is even more of a priority. Of course, we probably will need to oil some of those hides with some of this animal fat as well that we have here. Oiled hides will allow us to make the winter clothing. It's like the fur coat, for example, will take 3 large pelts that are oiled. But to create the whole thing, it's going to be 5 large pelts or 9 medium pelts. Check on this. Oh, okay, we got this going here. Get that baby going for us. First stage of our smelt. I think I wasted a little bit of charcoal. I kind of lost track of it there, unfortunately. So solid doors, we can actually start making a solid door. Let's just go ahead and make one of those for our little base down here. All right, and just like that, we got our first door. So we don't need this dirt here. We can actually have a door. Perfect. No longer need to break that dirt every time. And I think this whole area down here will probably be our food storage once we get our base constructed. So, a lot of stuff on the list for the morning. And we need to wait for this ingot to cool down. So I think we might as well just go ahead and maybe sleep here. All right, so here's the hay bed. A lot of people have been mentioning this in the comments. There is the hay bed in this game. Lets you sleep for 7 hours. So if we went to sleep now, we would wake up at about 6:30 a.m. So might as well do that. All right, it is now morning. Hunger meter didn't decrease as much as I thought it would, but we do have our hardened copper ready to go for some nails. And speaking of copper, I think we should mine up that copper that we found just nearby the base. It is just constantly juggling things to do in this game. Maybe we go ahead and grab up our beautiful new tin bronze pick here. Let's go ahead and grab that copper ore that we spotted over in the other direction. Just right over here we found some copper bits. Beautiful. But all this granite will come in handy as well. We're going to be making some cobblestone here pretty soon. Alright, there we go. There's the copper. A little deeper than I expected it to be. But we are going to get a nice, good amount of granite for our cobblestone project as well. And this is medium quality, so a decent little haul of copper here. Very nice. Oh, I should also remember to get the stone for our quern. That way we can start making flour with all of those seeds that we have. And if we have limestone, that also means we'll be able to make powdered limestone for our lime water. So let's go ahead and get a little bit of the stones that we're going to need here as well. So one of the better ways you can do it is kind of just make like a checkerboard pattern. And then just break all of the faces of the rock behind it. Just like that. There's one. Oh, we are full in our inventory. There we go. Should be the 3. I think we need 3 for a quern. Oh, we need 4. I think we already have 1, perhaps. Let's just go ahead and head back to the base with what we got. Quite a nice little haul of copper here. Grab our hammer and see how many nuggets we're working with here with the medium quality. Wow, very nice. Decent little haul of copper there. Can't complain. Alright, we have 2 full stacks plus 32 of copper. Very nice. We did already have 1 granite rock, so that is the 4 we're going to need for our quern. But what I think we do now is, since we have all of this granite rock here, let's maybe go do a little bit of clay digging. And I guess technically we don't need to be doing the hay bale anymore since we have a door. Maybe we just remove that, but I mean, for now, it doesn't really matter. Let's focus on the task at hand, not get sidetracked, and also hopefully find ourselves some moose or goats over in this direction. Oh wow, there's more native copper right here. Never spotted that on all of my little jaunts over in this direction. Let's go ahead and get a bunch of blue clay and get it ready to craft into beautiful, beautiful cobblestone. Oh, speak of the moose, there's one actually right there. Okay, beautiful. Alright, so we have the moose's attention. I don't believe they actually attack you until you attack them, so we can just sort of pillar up here, 4 tall, and then maybe it has to be 3 tall. Let's see here. Okay, yep. Alright, there we go. Got ourselves a nice juicy moose here. Make sure there's no other moose around to avenge him. I don't have my knife on me, I don't believe, so we're gonna have to nap one up real quick. Alright, there we go. Let's get ourselves a nice low weight, unfortunately low weight moose. Hopefully we'll have some fat on him. Alright, he did have 8 meat, 2 hides, and 1 fat. Alright, there we go. Got ourselves a moose. There's another one out here that would be great. I think it might just be the one though. But I do think we have enough hides potentially for the winter clothes. I don't know if we have enough animal fat for it yet though, so I think I'm going to oil up these hides that we have in our storage, see how many large hides we can make. And of course we have all the clay that we're going to need to start working on our cobblestone building, so I would say 1.5 birds with 1 stone there, not quite the full 2 birds. We only got 1 moose, but that is nice to get, that's for sure. Alright, so we have 6 large rawhides, I think 4 fat, so not enough. 5, yeah, we only need 5 large, so 1 more animal fat would get us there. But let's, man, we are so limited on space here. Let's get our base together, so as much, oh, we already had a lot of blue clay in storage, it was just the granite that we needed. Oh well, let's go ahead, get some of this granite crafted up into cobblestone. Alright, that's 36 more cobblestone. Probably not going to be anywhere close to enough for solid foundation here, but let's just keep going around the outside here. We don't have the materials that we need for walls or anything like that, or for windows rather. Windows take lead ingots, so that's another material that we have not yet found, and we are already out of granite cobblestone. We're just going to be going for the simple 3 tall walls here, I believe. So maybe we head over to that other copper node that we found and get some more granite in the process of getting more copper as well. I'm going to dump all these spears for the time being. Grab up the trusty old tin bronze pick here. And we have plenty of tin bronze in the tank now with all that copper and about 50 nuggets of tin remaining, so not concerned too much. Here are those bits. Let's go ahead and start digging down. Oh, there we go. There's the copper. Nice and easy to find. Also medium quality, so another decent haul here. I will be sure to grab up a bunch of granite cobblestone as well. It's like a decently sized node here. Nothing too huge, nothing too small. Alright, that seems about the size of it here. Very sweet. Let's go ahead and burrow on out of here. And we do also have a ton more seeds, so we should definitely get those going on our farm as well here. Alright, we're looking very limited on storage here, but let's go ahead and craft up some more cobblestone. As far as the roofing goes, I do want to make an actual nice roof on this thing, maybe out of blue clay. So we actually did get enough cobblestone just for the basic foundation of our little hut here, and we'll put a roof on top. Making it out of blue clay will take a lot of blue clay. We could also do firestone shingles. That could look pretty cool. But that is the basic shape. We'll need a couple of stairs. Yeah, not a huge building by any means, but this is just the start. You know, night is falling, but we actually do have some work to do. We're going to do maybe a little cooking here. We're going to do some forging. Of course, we want to make ourselves some nails for our chests. Yeah, let's get to work on tonight's chores. Chests, I think, are the first thing on the menu because I'm tired of running out of storage here. Go ahead and grab up our bar here, get that in there. I'll get our 1 charcoal that we're going to need to heat that thing up. But here we go. We're going to make 4 strips of nails here. Get to work on this little crafting job here. So yeah, there is that 8 strips of nails option, but that takes 2 ingots. So be careful not to choose the wrong option. If you only have 1 ingot, you're going to be left with an unfinished work item. Of course, you can finish the work later on, and the progress will be remembered if you just store the work item in its unfinished state. But be careful not to choose the 8 unless you have enough material for the 8. There we go, 4 of those beautiful, beautiful strips of nails. If we grab our boards here, so I think we go ahead and just make all 4 of these into chests. There we go, 4 beautiful wooden chests, good to go. That is a huge amount of storage for us, a huge leap in progress. Definitely want to get our new doors up as well, up in the new area. 2 more doors crafted up. And I think until we can get our permanent roof solution, I'm just going to put a packed dirt roof up on our new house upstairs. Our 2 doors down right there, absolutely wonderful. Get some torches up in here. Get a little light going, and then let's just get a packed dirt roof. Definitely not the final solution here. But I want to at least start getting moved in to this new building. Alright, there we go. Home sweet home. Now, as far as these chests go, you can stick 2 of them together and make a large trunk. I think maybe I make 1 large trunk and then leave the other 2 as normal chests. The large trunk is a lot more storage than 2 normal chests put together, but the normal chests with the CarryOn mod are a little bit more convenient. So you can see it's definitely less than half of the trunk, but you can carry the chests, but you cannot carry the large trunks. So that is the benefit of the small chests. We can actually carry one of these on our back from now on. Let's go ahead and start sorting all of our stuff into these chests, getting everything moved in here. think I will actually move my whole forging operation upstairs. CarryOn also allows you to carry anvils, so that's another useful feature. Very nice. Yeah, a lot of reorganizing to do, a little bit of farming. Oh, this hoe is about to break. We do actually have access to buckets now that we can make planks, so that's always an option as well. You don't have to have this sort of janky little farm now that we have access to buckets. And since we already have it going, we're just going to keep using it at least for the first growth cycle here. You can kind of cheese the soil in this game, so I don't know if I've explained it, but if you look, there's specific nutrients, so nitrogen, potassium, things like that are in the soil, and specific crops take specific nutrients to grow. So ideally what you would do is rotate your crops, so you don't grow the exact same thing over and over in the same dirt. You would rotate it. I don't know if you can still do this, but you used to be able to just dig up the dirt and replace it, and that would reset its nutrient values. So, after you finish your first growth cycle, you might just dig up the dirt, and we won't have to worry about the nutrient system, and we can replace this sort of sketchy little farm with something a little bit nicer. And believe it or not, we had exactly enough medium fertility soil for that farm. Very cool. So we have everything growing in medium fertility soil now. All of those seeds, a decently sized farm. We could definitely go for more flax. We don't have too much of it right now. A decent-ish supply of flax, but nowhere near enough for what we're going to want. With that taken care of, let's just get back to sorting our stuff here. Get the bed there for now, a little bit out of the way. And then that is pretty much everything out of here. I think we bring both torch holders, and maybe we leave the oil lamp down here for the cellar. Should be enough light to keep things from spawning, I believe. Hopefully that's the case. I'm not 100% sure. But this will be our sort of food cellar from now on. We're going to move some of our clay vessels down into there for food storage purposes. Get one of these torch holders just right above the forge there, nice and convenient. And then maybe we have like our cooking station over here. The other thing I definitely want is some tool racks. That way we can start storing some of our tools out of the way. Let's get maybe 3 of these things. We've got 2 of them above the door there, and then 1 of them over here. We'll store our smithing related supplies over on this tool rack. And then our sort of adventuring related tools up there. Nice and convenient. So yeah, the tool racks are definitely a nice thing to have. It just makes things so much simpler to organize. Go put all of our like ore and smithing related stuff in this chest here. Kind of just everything else in this box. And then this box I think we try and leave empty for adventuring. There we go, that is pretty much most of our storage emptied out. This one trunk was enough for pretty much everything, minus some of the smithing related stuff. But yeah, there we go. Looking nice here. A little organized. Let's take one of these clay jars. I think we just take the nice looking one. We'll make this the food jar here. And this will now be our food cellar down here. We still have a fire pit right there, so we can do our cooking. But let's go ahead and get all of our perishables in the storage jar over here. Very nice. And maybe we eventually like make a ladder down into here or something, or make a fence out in the front yard so we can come down into the cellar without being harassed by monsters. But we are still very early days here. We just moved out of the dirt shack into a really basic looking dirt roofed cobblestone shack, but it's much nicer than living in a dirt shack, that is for sure. And I think I do want to oil up some of these hides. So we're going to take the 4 ones that are going to spoil quicker, and we'll use our 4 animal fats on these 4 hides here. 4 oiled hides. And then you can just stick these on the ground. You don't need to, but I kind of like how they actually look. It's like a little rug here. Might end up moving them. You could just put them inside of a storage vessel if you so wanted to. I don't think it actually makes a difference in terms of how fast they cure, but now that they're oiled, it'll just take a couple of days and these will turn into prepared hides, I believe they're called, or oiled hides, something like that. Or maybe actually it's just pelts. I think it turns into pelts. So this will be a large pelt in a couple days, and with those we'll be able to make the winter clothing. We still need one more to be able to finish all of it. So I think, food is still on the menu here. So maybe we just do a little bit of venturing kind of close by, see if we can't snag ourselves some goats or something easy to grab. Hope for some more meat and hope for some more animal fat. There's our nice little rack here. We'll get the obsidian knife as well. Very nice. Of course, we have leather making on the menu as well. So getting more pelts as well as that animal fat is going to be really nice. So let's just head over in this direction and see if we can't find anything. I think there might have been goats in this direction. There were those pigs around here before, but I haven't seen them in quite some time. So unfortunately we aren't getting pigs. We'll be keeping our eye out for more native copper and all of that as well as we're doing our adventuring. Pretty much just trying to gather whatever we can. Oh, speak of the pigs, there they are right there. Okay. That's something I forgot was dirt to pillar with. So I don't know if this pig is going to be aggressive or not. I thought I saw two pigs, but I don't know if I saw a baby pig. Let's go ahead, get on over here. Nice and close to this pig. Doesn't seem like it's aggressive right now, so go ahead and build a 2 tall and get to work. That's not what we wanted. There we go. A little bit of a pig harvest here. Oh, there's another one. There we go. 2 pigs. Oh, there's another one right there. I don't know if it's going to aggress on us, but we don't have any more spears to throw. So let's just harvest what we can here. Nice little haul of meat there. Let's get all of our spears back and let's try and get this last pig. Nice double fat there. Very beautiful. We could also be getting these bones, of course. Might as well grab them. We can turn those into fertilizers. We have one more pig that we got earlier. Go ahead and harvest him up as well. Oh, there's another pig. Oh my gosh. This place is just bountiful. Oh my gosh. All right. So much meat, so much fat. There we go. And that is a lot of meat, a lot of animal fat, and a lot of hides. So definitely glad we came over here. That is a decent amount of food for us. But again, we don't have bees, so all this food is pretty much we're just going to be eating it right away. It will last a little while, and if we really wanted to store stuff for the winter, I would wait until we get a little bit closer to the winter to start sealing up our jars. The closer it gets to winter, and during winter, animals become much less well-fed. They have less animal fat, less meat, so you kind of want to get your animal fat done before you approach winter. We also really haven't been looking for bony soil underneath any of the ruins that we found. So that could always be a project that we work on. Bony soil could be a source of candles for us, and candles would give us access to lanterns before we get bees, because you need bees for candles as well to make lanterns. So bees are extremely, extremely important, and until you can get them, bony soil that you find in those ruins is probably your best bet for finding candles to create those lanterns. Let's go ahead and mosey on back to the base. It's getting a little late. We've got a lot of cooking ahead of us. And let's also go ahead and oil up one more hide. That way we'll have the 5 that we need for the winter clothing. We will officially be ready as far as clothing goes for the winter. As far as food goes, we could definitely do with some more preparation as far as our farm goes, and if we get so lucky as to find bees, that would be amazing. Checking out that beautiful sunset. So we do have another 8 meat in here, so we could actually do a full pot of just plain old meat. Let's get one more hide here, get that oiled. Very nice. Get the rest of this back in here. This is all potential leather for us now. One more pelt for the floor here, looking nice. I do like how the pelts look, especially when they're fully cured. They're like a little darker brown, and you can't place them back on the ground once they've turned into full pelts. At least you didn't used to be able to. So, you know, if you want this look as a carpet on your ground, you're going to have to do it while they're oiled like this. But we're, of course, going to be cutting these up into winter clothes once we can. Yeah, it was a very successful day of hunting, I think I would say. That is food taken care of for some time for us. You know, and I think we start focusing on the leather making. That way we can start working on backpacks. The leather backpack takes 8 leather a piece, so that's quite a bit of leather. So we're going to need a lot more hides, but that will be a huge benefit to us. And as you can see, it's 6 inventory slots compared to the 3, so it's literally going to double our inventory if we can get 4 full leather backpacks. That would be amazing. You know, there's also like leather armor that you can craft. It's only protection tier 1. I think probably the best, or at least one of my favorite armors, is a tailored gambazin. Protection tier 2, but it also doesn't have like a movement speed penalty. So I think that's why a lot of people prefer the tailored gambazin, is it's decent protection and has no movement speed penalty like the chainmail or other types of armor would. So very nice armor to focus on. It takes cloth. I did turn off class specific recipes, so I will be able to make the tailored gambazin as the commoner, and that was the primary reason why I did that. You could also craft like a crude bow that the archer class can make, but I'm kind of fine just using the spears, at least for now. But yeah, with that said, I think maybe what we do is let's do a little cooking. I got some firewood in my inventory here. Go ahead and grab our cooking pot and extra crock here. And maybe we actually make a few more crocks now that I'm thinking about it. Let's make another set of 4 crocks, I think. We just have the 2 for now, and we're definitely going to want more, so let's go ahead and make the 4 crocks here. There we go, very nice. It is calm rift activity right now, so I might be able to get away with doing a little bit of nighttime work here. Oh. I totally forgot about this. We already had 4 crocs in here. Okay, well, we got 4 more ready to go. I guess I was ahead of myself. I knew we would need more, and I had a lot more prepared. But we have our cooking pot, we have firewood, we have some torches, so we are ready to do a little bit of cooking here. Let's head on down, get things lit up, and do a little bit of a cooking session here. So you're going to want 4, 4, 4, and then we can put in the 4 onions. So this will be a nice vegetable meat stew. And then we can make another 4x4x4x4 just pure meat stew after this. So that's going to be 2 cooking jobs here. Go ahead and get to work. We'll just sit here and enjoy the calming sound of the cooking pot while we get our food taken care of. And there's just always so much to do in Vintage Story. I'm thinking, looking at this firewood, we need more firewood, we need more charcoal, we need to go grab that iron and see what we can do about making iron tools. There's always just so much. We need to get some fencing up, so that's even more wood that we need for planks. Man, there's quite a bit of work to be done, but I don't know, there's just something about this game, like I don't mind the grind in it at all. It is just very fun. At times relaxing, at times horrifying. Great game overall. Alright, so our first food is about to finish up here, and as I'm looking at this clay in our inventory, I think I want to start making some blue clay bricks for our roofing. So we're going to get to work on that while this next pot of food starts to cook up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4. There we go. That's going to be a full 4 hearty meat stew. Very nice. Go ahead and get our cooked meat stew in here. It's still too hot to see its perishability, but the other one is going to be 14 days, so we got some time on that. But let's go ahead and get some roofing bricks going here. So our shingles, not bricks, we want some shingles. So it is going to be a little annoying to craft. These things are definitely not the most fun. They take a ton of time, and you need so many of them. This is where the 3x3 really comes into play. Makes things a lot quicker. There we go, there's our first set. We're going to need quite a few of these things. Alright. Our other pot just finished up, so go ahead and grab that. That is going to be it for our cooking for now. Go ahead and leave this down here. It's a nice calm evening. Already the sun is starting to rise. No rift activity, no monsters to speak of last night. Can't complain about that. I think let's get to work getting some of these things firing up. So we want maybe get 2 of these. I don't think that's probably going to be enough to do our full roof, but let's just see what 2 full pit kilns of these shingles can get us. Alright, there's another 48. 10 grass in there. And we're going to need some sticks. We have a few. Not quite enough, though. So let's grab our shears and do a little bit more stick collecting. Alright, there we go. Decent amount of sticks. A ton of pine cones as well. Get some of these things planted up nearby the base. Gonna have a massive pine tree forest here. Alright, we got all the sticks that we can need for quite some time. We're gonna get 2 of these pit kilns going with the peat on them. That'll be a decent amount of shingles for us. So pretty much every single one of these takes 3 and produces 2. So those 2 batches should actually give us a decent amount of roofing. Might actually be enough to fill out this whole house. I could do the math and actually figure it out, but I'm lazy, so I'm not going to think that much about it. We'll see if those 2 pits are enough. I think that will be our roof taken care of. Like, there's, of course, still so much that we need to do. But what I want to do today, I think, the last thing that I want to do today is let's see if we can't mine ourselves a little bit of that iron. We have about half the durability left on this pickaxe. Let's head over there, mine up some of that, as much of that iron as we can, and bring that back to the base. We have plenty of copper and tin in reserve, so you know, breaking this on iron is not going to be a huge setback for us at all. So I think let's go ahead, take what we have here. We got a little bit of food. Let's actually leave these sticks here. But the rest of this stuff I think can stay. We'll bring the shovel, the food, a little bit of dirt. Get maybe 1 more serving of food, this last serving of meat stew here. And then let's head on over to the iron mine. So we'll go ahead and pin this. Let's head on over there. It's 8 in the morning, about as early as it can get. Fresh, first thing in the morning. Going a little bit of an adventure here. Grab some berries. Alright, here we are. Oh man, of course there are some drifters down there. We should be able, if it's just one of them, to maybe fight our way through that. I didn't quite see... Oh, he's coming over here. I didn't bring my spears or anything like that. I didn't remember... We didn't see any drifters the first time we came through here. Ouch. Yeah, we hit him though. Alright, that was all of our stones. Maybe we craft up a spear or 2 here. Alright, he's coming over. That was a big whiff, okay. Might be brave and just go for it. Okay, there we go. Not as intimidating as I thought he would be. And this way we can carve him up. See if we can get some loot here. Nothing. Alright. Now, do we have some torches? Alright. Hopefully that's enough to block some spawns from down there. Let's get to mining. Beautiful, beautiful iron ore. Bountiful. Absolutely gorgeous. It is deep. Just keeps going here. There's gonna be so much iron here. It is crazy. Go ahead and grab one of these torches here. Just keep on moving here. See how much we can get with this current durability we have in the tin bronze. Man, this just keeps on going. Absolutely crazy. I've never really done much work with iron before, so this is going to be a first for the playthrough. Really looking forward to this. So I know we can at least forge the tools that we need, or rather we can forge the anvil pieces on the tin bronze. So we'll have to see if we can also do tools on the tin bronze anvil, or if we need to get the iron anvil before we can really do serious work in the Iron Age. This is just one little tiny section of it. Like, this is just the first little outcropping that I decided to dive into. So this could be an entire playthrough's worth of iron in this one spawn right here. Almost out of durability here. And like, that's not even imagining like maybe there's more further down in the cave or on the other side or in other areas. This could just be like an amazing chunk. Oh, and there we go. Just in time, our inventory is totally full. But yeah, as you can see, like, there's still all of that down there, all of that over there. There's still copper. There's maybe even more deeper into the cave where I am not brave enough to venture quite yet. But yeah, that is the iron mine here. We got a really, really good amount. A couple crystallized, a bunch of bountifuls. Sweet, sweet, sweet progress. Oh. Alright, we got some wolves in our path. Let me take the long way around here. Do not want to deal with those guys while we are carrying this precious, precious cargo. Even more pigs over here. I don't know if this is a dead pig. Oh no. Just a normal pig. More meat, more fat potentially for us. We're going to have to see how many nuggets this makes. I think we're going to need to make another hammer. I don't think we have enough durability to crack through all of these. Alright, home sweet home. Let's get some of this stored away here. Okay, so iron ore. Let's grab our hammer. We're definitely going to need to make a new hammer. Probably let's make a tin bronze one. And the other thing we're definitely going to need is more charcoal. I really just want to do a little bit of iron here. Let's get this chunk of 29. There we go. 104 hematite nuggets. Okay, so what do we do with this? Smelts into one iron bloom. Oh, I know what we need. We need the fire clay brick, which makes the bloomeries, right? We need bloomeries, so we need fire clay to make the bloomeries. So we have a lot more work to do. Good thing we have a few of these fire pits open. I think, you know, we got that mining mission done. We got a ton of food in our inventory. We got a lot of work done today. And of course, there's still just an insane amount of work left to do. We are pretty much in the Iron Age at this point. Assuming we can actually use those iron ingots once we get them crafted up. And turn them into actual tools on the bronze anvil. We are ready to go. We have our beautiful base and our rainy little area here. But I am feeling good. Alright, and I think that is going to wrap it up for today's episode. As I was saying, we got a ton of work done today, absolutely massive amount of work, and of course there's still so much left for us to do. A lot of random chores today, but you know, we got the foundation of our new base up, we got some more copper ore, a ton of food, and of course we have that iron in our chests now. We are ready to enter the Iron Age. I am looking forward to it, and I hope you guys are too. Thank you so much to everybody for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Goodbye.